So we were talking about the uh, discussing about the dependent choice and other thing, like some of the options into dictionary entry, correct? So we will go around it. Let me show you my another side, correct? So we will saw that how it's look like, correct? So we will check it out that too. Sorry. So here are some of the example. Uh, Let me do so if anything is there. So choice lit at the top of construct filter, instant will show result is awaiting vendor definition, system definitions, choice list, table this, element this system. I think something is, it's a choice field, sorry. It's different, correct? So just take an understanding like whenever the two fields are correlated, so we can make those dependent, correct? So we can decide like what the value on this basis, what value should be appear here, correct? Or might be we can make the dependent on that basis, that value should be set here, only that value should be there. So we can make those changes as well, correct? Oh, what else into dictionary entry? Okay, it's a long topic. It's not, because once we will complete that, then we will be on the fast track. Okay, in one other things. Okay, so the security label dictionary styles. Okay, okay, we can do so on the basis of what is that? Okay, we can view this. Okay, and we can make those changes. Okay, and this is the one of the ACL's choice we talked about it. Attributes, what the attribute is there. Here we go. Correct. So we can show the field values, some of the modifications, correct? Let's say like if we are seeing here the values are there, correct? So it's showing this, or might be like I'll take a look and I put the star A, correct? So on that basis, it's showing the with the name as well as the email IDs, correct? Okay, so it would be it would be same kind of thing. So let's say like no, it's a some of the how that a field will appear, like what the value should be pop up on the way how it should be appear. So those things we can decide it. We can find out the what is attribute, correct? Attributes. Let's see. Oh shit. Let's open the other thing. So let's say like no, this is also one of the attribute tree picker. Let me some of the say service now. Okay, support. Yeah, this one. We have this one. Correct. This is also one of the attributes. It's a predefined attributes, and I believe there is also we can find the some of the attributes on planning and dictionary attributes. Yeah, here we go. Correct. So we will take a look. See, this is the whole details about the dictionary attributes. How? Here all the attributes name which we can utilize it. Correct. So if we will utilize this, then what will be the outcome? You can read out of this point, correct? So you can include the other things, and you can also call the script into the attributes. So that is also a different um, like the examples and uh, different things are there, correct? So reference column, okay, ref AC column. So the list of fields names separated by semicolons, correct? So let's see how it's look like. Not this one. Search. Okay. Any reference field with an autocomplete C reference autocomplete. Now, cause autocomplete work with all fields are specified RC and this. Let's see how it's work. Search value order by this. Specify the column that used in order to completion. So example, just I'm trying to figure out example. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Some of the examples. It's anything or like anything else. Yeah, this kind of thing. Correct. So such kind of things we can try. Now you can see name and at which department they belongs. I copied it. It's a whole bunch of lines, so you can use it other way around. What should be appear? Like you want to the if you read out this one, ref auto completion, ajax table completer, ref AC columns, correct? Reference. You can say ref means referencing which field column. It will show the first name, then last name. Reference search will be true. Reference the display value should be false. Whatever the display value in that, it will be false. Correct. So let's show. Okay. Go over there. See dictionary. Already these things are already utilized, but right now just try to make it some changes. I'll remove that too. Later on I'll add it. Let's see what will be the outcome exactly. Where I'll keep it somewhere in the different tab. I'll keep it that too. Okay. Let's see. Where is where is where is color. Yeah, here. Correct. So into color, I'm just changing the attributes. Correct. So here you can see the attributes. Into the attributes, whatever the attributes I added here, it's appeared here. Correct. So let's see. Let's see what will be the outcome. Now you can see earlier it was showing only this email ID plus this. Now it's showing the as well as department. Correct. Now we have designed the reference field, the field is referencing same table, but we added some additional things by using the attributes. Someone says no, hey, I want this only this thing, which things should be appear. Correct. So this all things we can decide it. Are you getting my point? So you can see the ref AC order by department. On the basis of department, it appear. Correct? Any confusion on this side? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
No con. Okay. So
Okay.
remember, whatever the attributes is there, it separated by comma. Whatever the separator is there, on that basis, it's showing here. Correct? So reference auto complete by order by this. You can change it something else. Whatever the fields it's there. Correct? Now again, I'm changing the original one. Correct? So remove this one. Save it. Done. Sorry. Sorry. You can see now this sequence has been changed. That was in at the last. Now it's appear into the first. Correct? Sorry. Nothing. So we can design on some such a way like no by email ID. You can also search it out. There is another way. Correct? JSON dot something. So you have to write down that whole bunch of attributes line, and it automatically when you search it out like by the email ID, it will show over there. Correct? Is it clear? Hello. I'll take
That's
it.
good.
Okay, okay. That's it. So now dependent, we have completed choice list, reference specification. Yeah, this is also one of the important point. So reference specification, correct? We always keep it like this way when we have created the fields, configure dictionary, leave. Here we click on it. I can change it via this one, correct? But right now there is a click option was there. I click on it's making me editable right now without changing my application. Correct. So uh okay. So because this field is not referencing, so I'll keep it as a reference field. I'm making this type to string to reference field. Let's see, it should allow me. Yeah, now you can see I changed to reference and reference became here. Correct. So whatever the reference field is there, it's appeared. There are three type of reference qualifier. Correct. One is simple, where we need to add it some field like no the table. Let's say user table I have selected. This one simply we have put it there, and we say like no what type of reference value will like no appear. So let's say I'll just open the CC user table. Let's say uh, created on 23/7. Okay, or which is start from AB. Correct. So simple name name start with AB. Okay. I just what I'm instructing to that field into the reference specification. When the field is referencing to other table, then only this particular tab will appear. First of all, I make sure that what I did, I changed the field type from this to that, and that's now that's how it's appeared like no reference specification tag. Okay, I'll save it. Let's see what will happen. Now it's referencing to that field. I make this changes, which I'm saying that names start with this AB, and now see like what will be the outcome. which field? You can see, because why it's appearing, it's not appearing like this way, because I'll tell you, that is also choice type. Yeah, this is the correct. I'll just remove it. It's not appearing. It's also a big deal. Gaurav CSM. I'll change it to Gaurav CSM. Correct. Reference is correct. Then why it's not appearing? Okay, choice is not there. Nothing. This is also clear. This is also clear. Nothing is dependent. Referencing to the particular field. Okay, why it's not appearing? This is also should be okay. Let me check the existing one. What is the referencing field? Correct. So we have made these changes. It should appear simple. Name is nothing. Okay, I'll change it to all. Let me refresh it. Okay, so it's appearing like this way, not referencing to that. Okay, something I'm missing here. I believe so. Because value is correct, everything is correct. It's correct. It's correct. This is also correct. Type. Let me create one more field. Okay, we will check it out. Now you can see, because this kind of field should be there. Correct. Correct. It's became the reference type. So again, this is also one of the debug. So earlier, how it was showing, it was some like scroll and scroll down, that kind of thing. Now it's referencing the all tables. Correct. So we can check it out that too, why it's what's happening. Correct. So let again make this dependent on caller underscore ID. Okay, before that, I'll just do one thing. We have put the filter on the name, start with A, B. Okay. What I'm doing, I'm just checking out why this happened. What the purpose of that. Correct. Why that it was not showing as we expected. Correct. So that's what I'm trying to find out. This is the culprit. Now, you can see some able tutor and other details are showing there. Correct. So sometimes it's a system which saved the into the system. So sometimes it happen via this. Correct. So system glitches are there. So it's always be there. So you have to remember, try to avoid create the existing field into the different kind of field. Correct. So it's better to create the new field. So it will not impact these kind of issues you will not face under that. Correct. So remember that, always remember to, it's best way to create the fresh field. And if it's not making so much impact on your different kind of like the other fields over there. Correct. So this would be So this is the limitation due to limitation that happened. But again, the issue was showing something else, correct? So that's what. Now, some calculated dependency, calculated things also there because it's a referencing or like no, it's a type of referencing is there. So that's how uh, it's not a calculation which shown over there. So reference qualifier, it's a simple how we are doing here, correct? Then dynamic, what we have to do, we have to write down some scripts. I'll tell you later on, correct? Some dynamic filters would be there. So you should write down some script, and then on that basis, it will appear whatever the data is required, correct? So script or some kind of things that you want to appear. Let's say like no, only as I want to create only uh, the the field. What we can say the first name Gaurav and state is like, country is India, correct? So only those values should be pop up, correct? Or so we can write down some script include. I'll later on I'll tell you. Just I'm giving the one of the example and that reference sorry that script should be called under this on this area where we have created the dynamic filter and on the basis of dynamic filter, the data will pop up. Now, what will be the benefit of that? I will write down once. You can see here only once. And if I want to same kind of filtration on different tables, correct? So with the different field, correct? So then we can utilize that too. You're getting my point? So whatever I'll write down once and I can utilize multiple times. That's what I'm trying to say. If I'll go for simple, then it depend on the only one field, like no for this field only. I cannot utilize same filter for others. For others, we can utilize it other way around. There is another way, advanced. So it's calling the one of the script type is the script include. So we can call over there and we can filter out. So it's a scripted way to filter the same field value. The field value, what field value? This reference, what I'm referencing user table. On that field, how that user table values will pop up means what should pop up under that we can control it. That is the overall and that is the different methods are defined. One is simple. I just put some of the fields here. Let's say the whatever the user is active, true, only those values should pop up over here. Let's say I say active true. Let's say other way around. Uh, 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 email contains like, user like I'm talking about this field, correct? Gaurav CSM field, correct? How that filter value, reference field value will appear? I'm saying on this field, Gaurav CSM field, only this, from the user table reference field, table, it will show only the email contains at the rate with example, correct? Or if I say something around, change it to email ID. YZ. Okay. Now, the at the rate xyz.com. Correct? Now, save it. Email contains at the rate xyz.com. Now, let's see what should be pop-up. Cool. It's referencing. That's cool. I'll go over there. You can see only one value. And you can see that it's referencing to the sys user. That means user paper. But it's showing only one value. How you are controlling the field, what value should be pop up in this? You can control via this, correct? Reference specification is very important. So always you are going to play around it. Some data out should be pop up. It's also kind of when you write this script, how you write down this script, you have to think of it on the same way, on the same filtrations, correct? So we will take a look later on, but try to understand, correct? You got it? So this is all that kind of default will calculate some calculation dependent value should be pop up. So you can explore it. You can see like no, if there is calculation, how we can make it dependent. We already saw specifications we can saw, and reference key some kind of like no the how that field that reference uh, that field should pop up. So we can control via these things, correct? So we can check it out. Reference custom. We can say. Mm, we can do so. Correct. The qualifier. Reference qualifier every time people say how the reference qualifier. You can see use reference qualifier. So sometimes people will not take this name. Usually reference specification they will take reference qualifier, not the use reference qualifier. Only this name. They will say that apply the reference qualifier over there and try to filter out the data. This kind of conversation in your technical language they will talk about. Then you have to recall it. Okay, if he has mentioned this kind of thing, so I have to go over there and I have to make those changes. Correct. So it will clear out your doubt. And sometimes the people new to that, so they could not grab it. So always remember. Okay. Okay, so this is all kind of things we can utilize into the dictionary. Okay, okay, what else? Okay, so what I was trying to search it out. You can explore those two, like whatever the other things are there. You can see here. Reference qualifier, how to create the dynamic. This is also options available. Go over there, try it if anything would be there. So then you can utilize that too. Correct? Any issue on that side? Any any kind of confusion on that? I'll take it as a no. Correct? Good. Okay. So you can control the the labels. What labels in which this label will appear? Like incident table, this will appear. If other tables would be there, this the same field is utilized, then you can control the labels also. It's kind of override the labels. So where what label should be appear, correct? So might be they will ask in interview question, hey, how you can uh, the same field is appear into this, and then how that field label should not change into the other. So how you can control it? So you have to mention that this labels, and we can define it over there. That's done. Correct? Any confusion? Any doubt? I'll take it as a no. Okay, so this is the overall dictionary entry, and override. Okay, yeah, override is pending. So we will cover it that too. Here we go, dictionary override. So usually, like, what the field is there, on that basis it should appear, correct? So this one is like overriding over there. What type of overriding is there? Okay, let's see. Okay, now you can see override the attributes. Where attributes change request this and this, correct? So this attribute should be override over there. Override default value. Default value should be -5. Okay, in which field we have checked it out? On a state, correct? Let's see on the change where what it says, correct? Change underscore request dot list. You can write down the change. You will find out these, correct? You can open any record. Just I opened it, one record. So state is how you come to know state is from which table it's created via this. You can see it's created on task. I opened the change record, but it's saying that it's a change record, correct? It's a change request. So I just opened it the state field on the dictionary, correct? Dictionary entry you can see here. Now I'm checking out the details. Okay, these are the things which says 5. Okay, what would be there? So change this, override -5, where it contains the -5. I'll check it out that too. Choice, because it's a choice type of field, correct? State is choice type of field. Let's see, before that, we will create one field and then, one change request, then we will come to know what is the meaning of that. Okay, let it be. Standard is now. Okay, let it be. Okay. Okay. Okay, let it be. Task is 1 -5. First of all, -5. You can see here, correct? So we can do this one. I'm filtering out on the faster way. I can click on this. I can see this much of new fields has been created, correct? So what it says in this manner, the dictionary override, I'm overriding the field value, correct? Instead, it's saying that default 1, but what it's saying, when the change request would be there, then it should show the, like, it will override and it will show the -5, means this one, this new. It's clear or any confusion? How it's saying? Again, I'm repeating. In general, if I'll remove it, then it will apply the one new, many new created, correct? So might be it's utilizing in different purposes. See if I can open. Okay, open a new window. Now you can understood. Here I can edit the table. If table is there, then you okay, that would be more clarify your doubt. Now you can see this new is utilizing in this table. This new is utilizing in this table. This new is utilizing in this table, correct? The choices which have been created on the basis of the tables, correct? The same label is there. That's why I mentioned, if you remember, we usually not write the, it's not best practices to write on the label based, correct? It's on the basis of value based, correct? So that is the difference. You can see here why I mentioned that. So correct. So now you can understood this table. If I'm talking about the new, so the how we will write the code, it will be based on one. This one only applied into the incident. Why? Because I have written down the dictionary override and instructing to the system in this change request. It like no on the if I'm on in the state field, then it will override, and on the change side it will show the -5. The label should be same, but the backend value would be different. Why it's so? Because if I'm writing down the same script, might be this would be global side, so it will impact to incident as well as other side also, correct? So to preventing those things, they add it like no, the same field value, sorry, same label would be there, but different backend value, correct? Okay, so this is the dictionary override, correct? So you can do so. Lots of options are there. You can explore it. Column, state, table, chain, where it should, like this override, where should apply. It's saying in other term, the state base table is this, the state where it's created this, it should not be like no editable. You can select it where that field value should be override. What value should be override? If I'm instructing to the system, these are the options, correct? So dictionary override, it's override to the other side, correct? Other side in terms of other tables. Is it clear or any confusion?
Okay. Clear, clear.
Okay, cool. That would be the finest. Now we have completed the dictionary part, correct? We have completed the dictionary, everything in one place, attribute labels and everything. So we can go ahead with other, correct? So what the others? We will check it out this. Okay. So create field, not we have come label changes. We have saw that how can we can control the label, how the label we can control it, form design, form layout. This will we are going to cover it. Section it's not covered, dictionary and dictionary override, and some field usability, correct? So these things we have covered it, correct? Field creation also we have covered it, but this is also another part. Okay. Now we will move on into the this two label changes. We already saw that this one, form design and form layout. What is the usability? Correct. So we will go over there. We will check it out. Now all the fields are designed in some way. Correct. So some method should be there. Correct. So means there is pattern or there is a uh, functionality which allow me to modify this field, this is structured also, correct? How? This like no, see how I click on. Right click, configure, form design, form layout. Again I'm repeating, right click, configure, form design, form layout, correct? These two options, and also related list. We will take a look on these three options right now. Okay, so click on the form design. Before that, I'll open and duplicate this other part so that you can see the changes. Okay. Right click, form design. Right click, form layout.